4 benefits from the pandemic. Today here in Oxnard, California beach area, wanted to share some benefits of the pandemic. Even though we know the pandemic basically is a problem, it sucks, we don't like it, it's terrible, and I can go on. And look, now I'm complaining. That's another problem, to be a complainer. That's a bad attitude. We don't want to adopt or promote that, of course. It's very easy to slip down into that instead of today, as we go up into finding benefits, genuine, authentic benefits, concrete benefits. I want to share 4 of them today on how to deal with this current crisis. 4 things to consider, 4 times that we're in. The first benefit, a time for our history, a time for our history. Think about history, all the terrible things that have happened in history, just for a moment, just to consider the diseases, the plagues, the wars, the tragedies. So there's a lot of bad history we've come out of and we're in. And in Shakespeare's time, in the 1600s, there were 2 plagues he referred to in his plays. In World War II, there was the German Blitz, where people would be bombed daily in England and London. So there are many horrible, war-torn, disease-ridden times in history. It just so happens that this one, for now, so many people, has become pandemic-wide. In other words, it's a rather global phenomenon, negative phenomena affecting so many people. So if you put it in perspective, that can help, considering it could be worse. In fact, the takeaway here is, put things in perspective, it could be worse. And as Homer said, "Be still, my heart, thou hast known worse than this." So, second benefit, another time, it's a time now for self-reflection. A time to go within. We've been put into this sort of gigantic retreat where a lot of the busyness and momentum and externality has gone away, since we can't have, unfortunately, in-person opportunities to be with people we know and experience things more freely as we used to, although we will again. So in this going inward period, we can reflect, and that is an aspect of wisdom. When people study the components of wisdom, one is to self-reflect. So this is sort of forcing us, so to speak, or an opportunity, giving us, providing us a way to be more self-reflective of our life, where we are and where we're going. So, takeaway here, and a time for self-reflection: reflect, be patient, and go one step at a time. Keep a sense of the big picture. Third, it's a time to innovate, because when we're constricted, invention is the mother of necessity. When we're forced to do with less, in a way we can create and become more. We can adapt. We can come up with new things, and that's occurring in different areas in society, as you know. In the food area, there's food deliveries and food menus and takeout menus, getting creative in that area. That's now being concentrated on because of the current situation. Similarly, in social media, there's a lot of creativity going on in Zoom video conferencing and meeting through online FaceTime. Context is now becoming a creative, innovative place, as you know. Hey, in terms of being innovative, I just want to share personally, I've come together with a lot of my old Stony Brook College friends from years, decades gone by. A lot of people I talk to are finding different people, old friends, renewing things, considering how to make things deeper. And I went to connect from 3 of my buddies that I went to college with in the dorm. We lived there and took classes together. And now we're a group on Zoom. We call it lightning in a bottle, because we did a lot of crazy things in college that we're remembering and recapturing, but not living in the past, sort of enjoying that and seeing what we have now in the present, what we have in our life experience, and how we can use it now and go forward and be creative and have fun and capture that lightning in a bottle. So takeaway here on a time to innovate is get creative, get innovative, make lemonade out of lemons. Fourth benefit from the pandemic, a time to appreciate. Joni Mitchell in her song Both Sides Now, something's lost, but something's been gained. We've lost some of our freedom, but we've gained these other aspects I've been talking about, appreciating our history, being more self-reflective, being more creative and innovative. So it's a different time to appreciate our life, seeing it from a different perspective, perhaps more restrictive, but perhaps we can get that inner freedom and have it permeate into our life now, and as we go forward and later have more freedom to really use that. So there are different ways to get benefits from the pandemic. Don't get down, use it, find ways to make the most of it. Consider the historical perspective, it could be worse. Consider that you can be more self-reflective. Consider you can create and innovate now. And appreciate your life. Gratitude is one of the greatest ways to heal yourself and to have a greater life and to manifest things going forward. So this is Phillip Mountrose wishing you the best going forward and living now.